Have you ever pondered about the enigmatic disappearance of the world-renowned aviator Amelia Earhart? A woman of courage, a beacon of hope, and a symbol of limitless possibilities, Amelia Earhart was a trailblazer who defied the norms of her time. She was born in the heartland of America, Kansas, in the year 1907, and from a young age she demonstrated an unyielding spirit and an insatiable curiosity. Amelia was not just an aviator, she was a pioneer, a record setter, and a torchbearer for all women. She was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, a feat that catapulted her to international fame. She set numerous other records, proving that the sky was not the limit, but rather the beginning of a journey. Her passion for aviation was infectious. She once said, "The most effective way to do it is to do it," and she lived by these words, constantly pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo. She dreamt of a world where women could soar high in the sky, unbounded by the shackles of societal expectations. However, it was her attempt to circumnavigate the globe in 1937 that would forever etch her name in the annals of history. On a sunny morning in July, Amelia Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, took off from Lae, New Guinea, in their Lockheed Electra. They were headed for Howland Island, a tiny speck in the vast Pacific Ocean. But they never made it. The world held its breath as the news broke out. Amelia Earhart, the famed aviatrix, had vanished without a trace. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Despite numerous theories and countless searches, her fate remains shrouded in mystery. Was it an unfortunate accident, a navigational error, or something more sinister? The world may never know. Now, journey with us as we unravel the series of events leading up to her disappearance. Born to break the barriers, Earhart's journey into the skies began much earlier in her life. As a child, Amelia Earhart was not one to shy away from adventure. Her tomboyish nature and zest for exploration were evident from her early escapades, climbing trees and hunting rats with a .22 rifle. But the real turning point came on a fateful day in 1920 when, at an airfair in Long Beach, California, Earhart took a 10-minute plane ride that forever changed her life. The experience was nothing short of transformative. As she later reminisced, "By the time I had got 200 or 300 feet off the ground, I knew I had to fly." And fly she did. With an unwavering determination and a bit of money borrowed from her mother, Earhart took her first flying lesson on January 3, 1921, under the tutelage of pioneer female aviator Anita "Netta" Snook. She saved up to buy her first plane, a second-hand Kinner Airster that she lovingly nicknamed the Canary. Her early flying career was marked by a series of record-breaking flights. In 1922, she set a world record for female pilots by climbing to an altitude of 14,000 feet. In 1932, she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, braving strong winds and icy conditions. These feats were not just personal victories for Earhart. They were symbolic victories for women everywhere, proving that they too could soar in the often male-dominated field of aviation. Earhart was not just a pilot, she was a beacon of hope, a trailblazer who dared to dream and dared to fly. Her adventurous spirit, coupled with her skill and courage, set the stage for her final, fateful journey. It was a journey that would solidify her place in history and shroud her in an enigma that continues to captivate us to this day. The sky was not the limit for Earhart, but merely a new frontier to conquer. It was 1937, and Earhart was ready to embark on her most daring adventure yet. The illustrious aviator, Amelia Earhart, had set her sights on an unprecedented feat, an ambitious plan to circumnavigate the globe. The world watched, breathless with anticipation, as preparations were made for this daring expedition. Earhart's aircraft of choice was a twin-engine Lockheed Electra, meticulously modified for the journey. With extra fuel tanks and the latest navigation equipment, the plane was ready to take on the vast expanse of the Earth. Earhart, too, had prepared tirelessly, her indomitable spirit undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. The journey commenced from Oakland, California, charting an easterly course. The initial legs of the journey were marked by success. She made stops in Miami, Caripito, Fortaleza, Dakar, Gao, and Khartoum, among other locations, each landing a testament to her extraordinary flying skills and unwavering determination. As she journeyed across continents and oceans, her fame grew. People everywhere were captivated by her courage and resolve. Her flight was more than just an adventurous escapade. It was a symbol of the possibilities that lay within reach, a beacon of hope in a world on the brink of another great war. Finally, after crossing 3/4 of the globe, Earhart arrived in Lae, New Guinea. It was the last confirmed location before the enigma that shrouds her fate. The rest of her journey was to be over the vast Pacific, a formidable challenge even for the most seasoned aviators. In Lae, the Electra was thoroughly inspected and refueled, ready for the final, critical legs of the journey. Earhart too was prepared, her spirit undaunted, her resolve unbroken. She was on the cusp of making history, of achieving a dream that had consumed her for so long. With over 20,000 miles behind her, Earhart was just a few flights away from achieving her dream. But, as we know, history had a different ending in store, an ending shrouded in mystery, one that would captivate the world for decades to come. July 2nd, 1937, a day that would etch itself in aviation history forever. On this fateful day, Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, embarked on what was to be her final flight. Accompanied by navigator Fred Noonan, the duo had set their sights on circumnavigating the globe. Having already covered over 20,000 miles, they took off from Lae, New Guinea, with only 7,000 miles left to complete their ambitious journey. Their next stop was to be Howland Island, a minuscule speck in the vast Pacific Ocean. As Earhart and Noonan soared through the pre-dawn sky, their communication with the outside world was limited to sporadic radio transmissions. The US Coast Guard cutter Itasca was stationed off Howland Island to guide them in, but contact was sparse and fraught with difficulty. The last known transmission from Earhart came through at 8:43 a.m., a distressing message stating they were running low on fuel and could not see the island. Upon receiving this final transmission, the Itasca immediately launched a search and rescue mission. Despite their frantic efforts, no trace of Earhart, Noonan, or their plane could be found. The US Navy soon joined the search, deploying 9 naval ships and 66 aircraft in what would become the most extensive air and sea search in naval history at the time. For 17 days, they combed the Pacific Ocean, scouring over 250,000 square miles of open water, but to no avail. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the world held its breath, hoping against hope for a miracle, but it was not to be. The search was eventually called off, and the fate of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan was left to speculation and conjecture. As the world held its breath, Earhart and her plane vanished without a trace. The mystery of Earhart's disappearance has sparked countless theories and endless speculation. Over the decades, the world has tried to piece together the puzzle of Amelia Earhart's final flight. Let's delve into some of the most popular theories. One widely accepted theory is that Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, crashed and sank in the Pacific Ocean. They were, after all, flying over vast, treacherous waters and could have easily run out of fuel or encountered a catastrophic technical failure. Then there's the castaway theory. Some believe Earhart and Noonan may have survived a crash landing on uninhabited island. Evidence such as a woman's shoe, a sextant box, and even human bones found on Nikumaroro Island have fueled this theory, though none of them have been definitively linked to Earhart. Another intriguing theory is that Earhart was taken prisoner. Some speculate she was captured by the Japanese, who mistook her for a spy. This theory is based on accounts of locals and veterans, and while it's compelling, it lacks concrete evidence. There's also a theory that Earhart survived and lived under a new identity in New Jersey. This idea, however, is widely discredited and seen more as a product of wild imagination than a plausible explanation. Despite the numerous theories, the enigma of Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains unsolved to this day, a testament to her enduring legacy. Her story is a reminder of the risks taken by pioneering individuals, the mysteries they leave behind, and the inspiration they instill in us. Amelia Earhart, the trailblazing aviator, disappeared while attempting to circumnavigate the globe in 1937, but her spirit continues to soar, encouraging us all to reach for new horizons. If you enjoyed this dive into history and want to keep exploring such intriguing mysteries, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your engagement helps us immensely in producing more educational content like this. We appreciate your support. Thank you for watching.